Oh, nice. Die.
Yes, just like that. Don't let this bring you down.
Okay, that's fine. Please burn faster. Oh, wait, how did I die there?
Gotta tough it out.
Don't mind me, I'm just gonna get a battle. Alright, thank goodness it let me do that. Nope. Nope.
Don't let this bring you down.
Help. Ow. I don't like your attacks. Oh, here we go. We gotta do this section again. Okay.
Too easy. Too easy.
Pathetic.
Back to the laser dome.
Chance. Think again. No chance. Think again.
Think again.
No chance.
Alright, watch out for when he suddenly teleports at you and hits you for 5 billion damage. Because that's what screwed me over last time. There he is. Oh, and then he... Okay.
No chance.
I don't like this guy.
Too easy.
Stop.
Think again.
How long does this last?
Think again. Think again.
I feel like I would find this more interesting if dodging the lasers wasn't literally just holding L1.
No chance.
Like, Xemnas' laser dome has more interaction to it. Dang it.
Together as one.
Die, please. Holy cow.
So close.
Berserk.
Shield brethren.
Oh, thank goodness. New skill. Got him. First try.
He's even stronger than yours.
My, that wasn't nearly as fun as I was hoping.
Yeah, I kind of feel the same way. It was a fine boss fight. I don't know. The laser dome thing was really cool at first, but then it kind of just became a little tedious, to be honest.
I expected better of you than those tired, stock reactions.
What?
You have indeed improved, as evidenced by your being able to beat Yerv. In fact, you may be the first humans to have given me some semblance of a challenge. As such, I crave more from your words, your expressions, something with more oomph, as it were. What? What's this?
I'll tell you what that is. It's the power of mana! And it seems like it's doing its job.
Ah, there it is! It's just as Other said! I shouldn't have doubted him.
Ready for round 2?
You know it. Watch out! He's up to something!
He's turning into a cloud!
On the contrary, we'll leave it at that for today.
Huh?
What are you plotting?
Oh, I'm not plotting anything. I simply thought that having our final showdown here would be a waste. In the seas beyond the Lana floodgates. Yes, there in the Flumen Strait lies the perfect stage for the saga's next thrilling act. I shall await you and the Sandros there.
More nonsense.
You two are in for quite a surprise. Do look forward to it. With that,
Hey! Hey!
I'll repay this debt in kind when next we meet.
So don't forget!
He got away.
We'll win this next time.
We will. And before then, we're gonna get even stronger.
Alright. Easy peasy. Hold up, give me those gems right there. I need that. Need every bit of crystal I can get. We're only about 5,000 off from getting that revenge gauge multiplier that I want. Make sure I get this chest I see on the map first. Thank you. Ah, the Taurus ring. Normal attack break damage plus 75, damage infliction minus 75.
A rare find.
I don't think I like that exchange. Also, some more crystals. Ooh, baby, getting close.
So these are the controls for the gates, huh?
Pull all the levers, Kronk!
I'm no good at stuff like this.
What, pulling a lever? He pulled the lever with his mind?
The gate's going up!
There's no way you can see that from the angle you're at. Oh, you went all the way out. Why did it take so long for that to actually start working? Glad that old lever still worked.
Yeah, what a relief. Remember when we gave up on the Marine Triangle and decided to take this detour? Back then, I was real worried we wouldn't be able to make it all the way through.
So even you get worried, huh?
Of course I do. But as captain, I can't let it show, right? All right, let's head back to the Sandras.
Let's go. Whee! Can I just fast travel back? It looks like a really long way to go if I don't just fast travel back. Ruined capital of Ribe. Here we go.
All right, let's go.
It should be a good spot to rest.
Made it.
So the Griegr destroyed the nation that once stood here? How horrible.
That logger guy could have just been talking out of his ass, though.
The Duchy of Norgard. I've never heard of it before.
But all that was 100 years ago. Who knows what really happened back then?
True. We don't even know Karnak's history from that long ago.
So they think this Rollo's descendant is out there somewhere? I can only imagine what would happen if the Griegr actually found them.
If what Logger said was true, we should look for this Rollo or his descendant or whoever. But having the Sandras track down 1 or 2 people on its own would be slow going. This is a job much better suited for the rest of the Balta Sea Force.
In any event, it's a good thing we got that gate up. Means we can keep moving. I have the feeling a certain someone wants to hang back and adventure a while longer, though.
Adventure? Can I?
How about no? I get there's a lot here that grabs your attention, but we got things that need doing. Ahead of us is the most difficult stretch of water in all of Obelia Gulf, the Flumen Strait. I'm gonna need everyone to keep their eyes up at all times.
What is it that makes this next place such a threat?
Combined with the changing tide, the offshore currents are particularly complex in the Flumen Strait. Additionally, the route itself is full of twists and turns. It's very easy to run aground there. That said, based on the Sandras' performance, the ship should have everything it needs to make it through.
That means it'll be up to all of us aboard then.
Aye. We've made it this far. I'm sure we can overcome this too. Now that we know what the Griegr are after, we can't just sit around on our hands.
Right. No way we're gonna let them do whatever the hell they want to Obelia Gulf.
I can't say I'm not scared. But I'm even more scared at the thought of losing any more.
Yeah, I agree.
I suppose having a place to come home to is important.
Ah, you guys.
All right, let's get moving. The Flumen Strait's waiting for us.
To Flumen. Oh, that is the end of Chapter 6. There were only like 2 main missions in Chapter 6, unless I'm forgetting something. All right, well, on to Chapter 7 then. Hugo!
Hugel, you're back!
A new message. Wandering ghost ship. An elusive ghost ship has been appearing sporadically in the Osmond Expanse and persistently ambushes the Balta Sea Force and needs to be dealt with at once. We're devising a counter strategy in Minorca Village and would appreciate your help if you're willing. All right, gotta go to Minorca Village. Let's give this to Mirabelle real quick. For me? Ah, it's just precious. Hope you like it. Of course, this makes me happier than you know. Naturally, the rest of our little youth brigade sees me as the older responsible one, and for a long time now, even the adults in town treated me as just another grown-up. But the truth is, I just love cute things. What, are adults not allowed to like cute stuff? Well, it's not as though there are any rules against it. It's just that people in my profession are generally expected to be a bit more subdued and mature. Still, there was a time before I was the de facto team mom when I surrounded myself floor to ceiling with cuteness. Yes, I suppose it was all the way up until my father moved his clinic back to Karnak. Moved it back? That clinic wasn't always in the town?
No.
When I was young, my father got an offer from a big city, so he relocated his practice there for about a year. After my mother passed away, though, we returned to Karnak. So that's the story. It was around that time when I started helping around at the clinic, as well as when my father started sneaking out on his fishing trips every chance he could. It was also then that we changed our policy and began accepting any patient who walked through our doors. He's a wonderful doctor and person. Aye, that I can vouch for. He's treated many residents of Balta Island over the years. Yes, but while treating the Balta Islanders or members of the Sea Force is understandable, he's gotten in trouble with both the Sea Force and the mayor for treating criminals. Honestly, I don't know why he goes that far. But I've been rambling, sorry about that. Anyhow, thank you very much for the cute ring. I'll take great care of it. Alright. Easy affinity up. And then we have some side... Oh, we got a lot of side quest markers, it looks like. We got some stuff to do before we move on to Chapter 7, it would seem. Anyone up here? There are people up here, but they don't have quests, so they mean nothing to me. Oh, shoot, we should report our stuff, too, like I said. Report results. Report adventures to
you
Doty.
don't set?
No stone unturned. Adventuring is a blast. Hearing gets me worked up. This is like repeat dialogue every time. An empty lunchbox. Fishing results.
Let's...
This is what you pulled in. Yada yada. Small token. Yes, the Raiju amulet must have something to do with lightning. Yep, paralysis inflicted. Do. My affinity with Joel has increased even. How nice.
I see.
Think that the Norman's past included happenings. How intriguing. Ivor Dragonkeel, I do believe he was a cousin of Rollo's, and though he and Rollo were shield brothers, it would seem they ultimately wound up at each other's throats, all due to Rollo's change of heart most likely. A tragic tale indeed, and yet a historical inevitability perhaps. In any event, I'm grateful for the opportunity to learn about their lives. Let me thank you once more. Ooh, this is more revenge gauge. I think we're at 3% now. Made the right choice in asking you. Let me know if you come across anything else. Yada yada. I'm most pleased with these latest findings. My sincerest gratitude to you. You sure are an odd one. Why the interest in Norman legends anyway? Now that I think about it, I haven't divulged this yet. It is my aim to find a path to harmonious rapprochement between Gleans and Normans. What now? Reconciliation, in other words. You see, to Gleans, the Normans are quite a fearsome people. However, the Normans have culture and values of their own. I believe understanding these sentiments and what they hold dear will make joining hands in fellowship that much more possible. I've heard of wishful thinking, but this is borderline delusional. You got your head stuck in dreamland, priest. Well, we can never know unless we try. Much in the same way you and Adol, an outsider, have come to accept one another. Sure, that may be true, but I'm rooting for you. Thank you, Adol. I do hope you'll continue to assist me in this. Affinity with Father Cubert has increased. Cubert? I don't know what his actual name was. Alright. Oh, we didn't do this earlier. Tornado Edge. That sounds cool. And then slide. The kick slide for Karja. And now we're at 3 times on the multiplier. Max is 5. So if we get that other book for 0.4, we'll only be like 8 books away. Getting close. Oh, it's just a conversation between Karja and Adol, it looks like. What is this in here? Pardon me, that sneeze came out of nowhere. What's up, Ashley? Huh, really spacing out there, huh? What, are you still basking in the afterglow of seeing those sea creatures earlier? As if. You're not fooling anyone, Squirt. Anyone can tell at a glance that you eat, sleep, and breathe marine life. That's not true at all. Not from where I'm standing. Well, then maybe you should get your eyes checked. Little punk. Why are you so upset? Why do you think I'm... Oh, wait, I guess you two wouldn't know about what happened. People always called my dad a liar. A liar. My dad, he was an oceanographer. I learned a lot about sea animals from the books he gave me. We even made a promise to go out on the open waters together when I grew up. Then, 3 years ago, my dad went out on an oceanic expedition into the inner reaches of Abelia Gulf. He came back with sketches upon sketches of unknown creatures no one had ever seen before. He even wrote a paper on his findings and held a presentation. But apparently the rest of the world gave him the cold shoulder. Fauna like this could never exist, the doodles of a delusional man with no evidence to show. He was then shunned by the scientific community and stripped of all funding for his precious research. What is, like, the scientific community of, like, what age are we in? Like, phones aren't even a thing. How could the scientific community be effectively... How could he have held a presentation and effectively been excommunicated by the scientific community? In order to prove his discoveries, he negotiated with some pirates and went out to sea again, and in the end, he and the crew were sunk by a Roman warship. As you can imagine, living on my own after that was just peaches and creams for me. I had to steal just to feed myself. The militias even arrested me a few times. Wherever I went, there'd be heartless jerks saying, "There goes the liar's child," or "Look, it's the pirate's kid." It's not fair. My dad's the reason any of this happened to me. That's why I hate him so much. Same goes for those stupid sea animals my dad loved, and the whole town of Karnak while we're at it. You know, I thought you were just some snot-nosed brat, but it sounds like you've been through a lot. Odd stuff about hating sea creatures, though. You really still trying to insist on that? Doesn't feel like your heart's in it. What? How? If you meant it, you wouldn't be so eager to make a quest out of searching for him. I also think this goes beyond just marine life, not that it's any of my business. Still, the way you bottle everything in and put the blame on others. I've seen the same thing an awful lot from the Karnak townsfolk. Whoa. I think we're done here. Let's go, brother. Me, the same as those townies? Yeah, right, townies. Dad, Oh, my affinity with Ashley has increased. Open up. Let's go have this conversation between Adol and Karja and anyone else who happens to show up. Oh, maybe we should take a short break in our room. Sure. Hello, Adol. What's the deal? Doesn't feel like you're all here. Come on, don't just ignore me. Wait a sec, I see now. You're sour over not getting to stick around longer at those ruins, aren't you? If I'm being honest, probably, yeah. That did not sound like Karja's voice. Do they have the wrong voice lines set up for these conversations in the captain's quarters? That did not sound like Jeremy Lay. Oh boy, you really are an oddball and a half. You didn't realize why we couldn't do that, though, right? Would have been all for letting you explore your heart out if we had the time. It is what it is, though. You've changed, Karja. And just whose fault do you think that is? There might be even more places down the road that pique your interest. Maybe you've got everything to gain by moving on ahead? Come on, cheer up. Always looking forward's more your style, right? Good to see you finally back to your old self. I think that's enough of a break for now. Let's head topside. All right. Got that done. Why am I walking back to the top? I could just return to the helm. Alright. We didn't go down this path at all, but it doesn't look like there's anything there. Could there be a... Oh, actually, I'm looking at the sea discovery rate. We got all the treasure chests, all the travel points. There probably is nothing really up through there. I missed some buried treasure here and there, and I missed 4 crystal clusters. I missed a buried treasure over here. Oh, even though we went through a lot of Ribe, it looks like I missed 3 clusters and 4 treasures. Wow, how'd I miss all that? 2 buried treasures in a cluster there. 32 of 34 treasure chests. I probably should go out of my way to get all the treasure chests because they might have treasure trawls in them. Got all the treasure chests there. I missed 1 treasure chest here somewhere. 7 buried treasure, jeez. I'm not too fussed about making sure to get, like, everything. I missed a travel point? How?